Mi nombre es Kiko Jurado y estamos en Las Vegas en el mayor evento online de marketing digital. Este año es el primero que se hace de forma internacional, de forma online. Pero nosotros estamos aquí con acceso presencial exclusivo por pertenecer al Mastermind. Esto quiere decir que cada persona que está aquí ha superado el $1.000.000 a través de negocios digitales. Así que vamos a preguntarles cómo lo han logrado y cuál es el mejor consejo para que tú a día de hoy también lo puedas lograr. Fijaos en qué escenario estamos, o sea, es una barbaridad, es una pasada. Y esto va a ser el Funnel Hacking Live internacional. Vamos allá, acompáñame. We are with
Bill Allen.
Bill, what industry are you in right now?
I'm a real estate coach. I have a company called Seven Figure Flipping. I also own a software company. In fact, all the badges that you guys are wearing are my software company.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And what's the quantity that you have done in a single year?
In real estate? So in real estate, this year we've already bought over $60 million in real estate this year. And then in my business, we do about $10 million a year in the coaching business.
Wow. So you have several business, coaching, software, real estate.
Yeah, I have like 4 real estate companies. We buy apartments, houses. We own or finance houses to other people. I lend money. And then we do the software business. So I probably have 6 companies, but mostly in real estate and money.
Wow. And what's financial advice that you could give to the people, or a funnel advice? I mean, to people who is struggling and trying to do an entrepreneurship, would you give to the people?
Yeah, the best advice I can give to somebody financially is understand what you're really, really good at. So there's 3 things that I look at. If I'm really good at something, so something like I have an advantage over you. Yeah. And then the second piece is what would I do for free? Like what really gets me, I would do it for fun, for free. And then is there an opportunity to make a lot of money there? So if all 3 of those overlap, I say yes to something. So most people are always looking around at what everyone else is doing and say, oh, maybe I should do that, or maybe I should do that. Well, you have some unique advantage, an unfair advantage in your life, and that could be a business. So go there, go really deep in that, make a ton of money in that, and then save and invest half of what you make and invest the other half, back into your business. So don't spend all your money. I lived very frugally for 20 years so that now I can fly my own airplane, I can spend money, people can see me online, look like I have a lot of money, but I only have a lot of money because for 20 years, I was really smart with my money and invested all of it. I invested over 60% of what I made. So don't spend your money and be really smart and just focus on what you do. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing, just focus on what you do.
So you don't have to buy if you have money, to buy a Lamborghini.
Don't buy the Lamborghini until you have so much money, until you own and you either have a business that cash flows to the point that it can pay for your Lamborghini, or you have, like me, a ton of real estate that can just pay, my cash flow can pay for the Lamborghini, no problem. All my tenants are paying for my airplane. I love it. I drove a 20-year-old Acura when I was starting my business. It was a piece of crap. Wow. And I did that for 20 years.
It's crazy. And the last question, Bill, one book that changed your life?
So I'm gonna give you one other than the Bible. The Bible 8 years ago absolutely changed my life. But a book, Extreme Ownership, absolutely changed my life, by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. I was a Navy pilot. I retired after 20 years, but I used to fly the SEALs around. These are 2 SEALs that wrote this book, amazing human beings, and if you take responsibility for your actions in your life and everything is your fault, it'll change everything. So Extreme Ownership, book that I would say everybody on the planet should read.
Wow, thank you so much, Bill. Thank you. Estamos con español o inglés. What do you prefer?
Lo que quiera.
Portuñol.
Portuñol. Muy bueno en portuñol.
Estamos English too. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do in English. We are with
Victor Damasio from Brazil.
Wow. Victor, what industry are you in right now?
I'm on the expert industry, so I help people package their knowledge into digital assets, such as courses, group coaching, mastermind groups, this kind of stuff.
Nice. What's the most amount of money you have ever done?
My best year, I did $4 million.
That's
2
insane.
years ago, yeah.
And this last year?
No. And then I dropped. I did $4 million 3 years ago, and then I dropped to 3.7 because when we got COVID, everyone went online. So this kind of rushed things up, and it was sad. I lost my grandma on that, but the business went up. Does it make sense? When COVID happened, everyone stayed at home, so everything in internet grew. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So that was my best year. I've never beat those numbers.
What do you recommend to someone? What is your recommendation if they are like having now a bad moment, like you, for example, with your mother and so? What advice do you give to someone that it's in that moment, that you have passed that moment and you have like a lot of success? What do you recommend to someone?
So we are here, right? I don't know why. Some people are not, but we are here. So we just must keep on moving forward because there's not other option. Does it make sense? So it doesn't matter what happened to your life. It doesn't matter how much it's hurting. For you to be here today, that's a blessing. So let's make it worth it.
Wow. And one financial advice for young entrepreneurs, for people who are trying to entrepreneurship and like funnels, what do you recommend to them?
Don't play small. Life is too short. So you need to be bold. You need to make it happen because life is not gonna happen for you. You must make it happen for you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Victor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect. We are with
Edward Collins.
Hey, Edward. What industry are you in right now?
So I'm a lawyer. I specialize in tax, estate, and business law here in the United States. And I focus on helping business owners outsmart the IRS because I literally hate the government. And I want you as an entrepreneur to keep more of every dollar you make so you can go out in the world and change it for the better.
Hey, love it. Big presentation. How much money have you done in a single year?
Oh, millions. Millions.
Millions. And in your whole experience, billions.
Oh, not yet. But soon.
Soon. And with your experience, you are a very big guy and also like a big following. What financial experience would you recommend to someone who is in the entrepreneurship journey, young entrepreneur? What would you recommend, financial advice?
So I would say do a couple things, but follow this direction. Go out and buy the book, The Psychology of Money, the actual physical book, then download the audiobook of it, listen to the audiobook at 2x speed while reading it, so you can actually retain it because you're going to use multiple senses in order to gather that information. The retention will be improved. And The Psychology of Money is an amazing book to help really reset your whole experience about what money is and how it's a tool that can be used to transform your life.
Wow, very big recommendation. And one book that changed your life? That book?
I wouldn't say that's the book that changed my life, but it is definitely a book that if you do not read it, you are doing yourself a disservice.
What's the name?
A new book, another book. Besides that, I'd say. Let me think about this. So I'm a Stoic by nature. So the thing that probably impacted my life the most is Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. An amazing book. Definitely gives you a different way to think about pretty much everything. The whole concept of what thought is, and the whole concept of where you put your energies in order to whether you're moving in a positive direction or not, it's all you, right? Everything that you can control, you should, and everything you can't control, don't waste energy on it.
Wow, very good. Thank you so much, Edward.
100%, thank you.
Thank you. We are with
Bud Heaton,
Bud. What industry are you in right now?
financial services.
Talking about finance, what advice could you give to anyone who is struggling in the finance sector?
So we work with a lot of life insurance agents, and so biggest thing that, biggest name of the game is appointments, right? So if you can figure out ways to get more appointments, that is the number one thing. So that's the simplest answer I can give you. But if you want to take things, if you want to grow your business, start by getting more appointments in your calendar, and then optimizing upstream from there.
To get more appointments?
Yeah.
And how much money have you ever done in a single year?
Generally, we're somewhere between 5 and 10 million.
Wow. With the finance coaching? Do you do coaching services?
We do both. So we have an insurance agency, and then we have a coaching company that we help train insurance agents.
Wow. One book that changed your life?
The Bible is one. I'm going to start with that one. The second one I would suggest after that, probably my first personal development book I ever read. It's called With Winning in Mind, and it's all about understanding how your brain works, how you think, so that you can go and be successful in whatever you're doing.
Okay, thank you so much, bud.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Como veis, chicos, esto es una locura, pero que es realidad y que es posible. Así que si estás pasando por algún momento en el que estás emprendiendo y pasas por ciertos puntos en los que te cuesta, bueno, pues mírate este vídeo unas cuantas veces, los consejos que te dan esas personas que son increíbles. Si te gustaría también aprender sobre cómo generar ingresos por internet a través de los embudos de venta, que es como a mí me ha permitido llegar hasta aquí, rodearme de las personas que me estoy rodeando y aprendiendo de los mejores, he creado una guía donde te explico cómo en 7 pasos nosotros hemos conseguido generar 1 millón de euros con un solo embudo de ventas. Así que nada, te la puedes cargar totalmente gratis. En la descripción de este vídeo tienes el link y por supuesto dale like a este vídeo y suscríbete al canal de YouTube para más vídeos y más contenido como este. Nos vemos en el próximo. Chao.